Painting of a castle in Resident Evil's Outbreak's Hellfire scenario. So there wasn't a lot of information on this topic, besides the fact that, you know, the post, but it didn't have anything on this, so I was kind of like, oh, I'm just on my own now, fuck. When doing research, I could only find the location of the map. Oh, I guess this specific map, and I'm not sure. People are not fully concrete on which one it's talking about, because there's a bunch of maps and pictures in each of the rooms in this level. But I found one concrete suggestion that everyone keeps talking about was room 202. But for some reason, I looked through the wikis and on the maps, it shows up as 302. So I'm like, oh shit, someone fucked up on their part. But yeah, I'll show you guys a I'll show you guys a clip of me personally going into the game and looking for this thing myself, because there's no images online besides people just talking about it. So yeah, that's it. But even then, people say this could be the Arc Lake Mountains, but dude, it says Spain on it, and it's like a tan castle. It's like a medieval castle. Come on, dude. What are you smoking? You know what I'm saying? Mountain climbing confusion. Ah, yes. I remember back when I played this game, I was really young, super young. I don't think I should even be playing this fucking game, but I was like, what is this? Why do they include a questionnaire saying do I like climbing mountains and shit? I was like, what? But this is just referring to, I guess, in the beginning, if you start a new save on Resident Evil Remastered, you get this questionnaire. Is what the heck? Do you like climbing a mountain? Do you like going on a hike? Or you like going on walks? What? You're in your mind, what is this talking about? But this is just to gauge your difficulty levels. If you chose the mountain, you'll get hard. If you get the hike, you get normal, and you get walk. I mean, if you get walk, if you choose walk, you get easy mode, and that's pretty much about it. Jill and Fiona. Alright, so Fiona from the Clock Tower series, and Jill specifically from Resident Evil Remastered and also RE5, kind of, sort of. Well, basically people are saying that the character models are kind of the same, and when you look at them side to side, yeah, they do look the same. They're like, what's going on here? But we have no information saying if there's any correlation. So this is kind of just people hey guys, maybe someone used the character models and kind of swapped them in a cheating kind of way. But I don't know, guys. I think it's just more of a coincidence, you know? That's it. Alternative RPD entrance camera angle. I think it's kind of funny because I remember this specific topic a long time ago, probably maybe 10 years ago. I think I was watching a video on, I think, Resident Evil Facts. I think this is one of them. But now I can't find anything on it. It's kind of rare. So when I found out a situation, how to find instructions how to do this, I was like, what the heck? I couldn't really find it. Except for a bunch of automated robots, but I don't know. Well, from here, guys, I'm gonna tell you what's up. So in RE2 original, if you play either on normal or hard mode, you can get the situation to happen. Whereas you can get a strange camera angle in front of the RPD gate. Pretty much what we gotta do is play the beginning of the game, go through everything normally, go through the buses, go past Kendo shop, and then once you hit to the area, we hit the courtyard, just right before entering the RPD door, the main doors. You kill the two zombies. They're at the courtyard, the little grassy area, and also I forgot to make sure you pick up one item, and then once you head to the right side, past the courtyard, into the main front big metal gates, you get a strange camera angle. You don't get it through normal use, but if you kill these two zombies, pick up the item, you see it. I'll show a picture here how it looks like, and that's pretty about it. Vsauce as Jack Baker. For this entry, this is just a meme video created by Neocranium. Pretty much just Vsauce playing as Jack Baker in a supposedly cut content slash banned DLC content for RE7. And that's it. It's pretty funny. This video is it's gold, guys. Watch it.
Where am I?
Hey, Vsauce. Michael here.
Purpose of the dummy finger. Back when the demo for RE7 came out, the beginning hour, there was an item you could collect called a dummy finger. People didn't know what this was for because early on there wasn't really a purpose for it because it wasn't really added in yet. But until a later update came out, it was used to access a true ending to the demo. That's pretty about it. Akuma in RE2. Alright, so for this one, it's a hoax, guys. You're not able to play as Akuma. This is all just bullshit spit out from fucking Electronic Gaming Monthly. I'm gonna tell you guys how to unlock it through their means just in a little bit. So according to Electronic Gaming Monthly, to unlock Akuma, you will have to type in Akuma into the underground laboratory console. It's like a computer you get once you're at the end of the game. And then you have to beat RE2 for both scenarios for Claire and Leon a total of 6 times with all the A ranks, with only using the handgun and the knife. That doesn't seem too bad, just more like a grind if anything, but they finally had to play it again for the 7th time. It didn't say like which scenario or who you're playing as, but 7th time. And yeah, that's about it. It doesn't sound so crazy, but like grindy, especially for back in the day. Like, you know, this information was like put out through magazines. You're thinking, but like, what the fuck? Like, who has the time to do this? You know, like who'd be grindy enough to do that? They're probably like strategy guides how to do this, because like back in the day, it'll be kind of rough to doing yourself with just handguns and knives. It's kind of annoying, you know. Good thing it didn't say what difficulty though, but you know, I digress. Also, because supposedly once you do unlock, I guess, Akuma, supposedly he wouldn't use like normal guns, he uses Hadoukens, and you don't need any keys for like any of the special like doors. So like, dang, you could just speedrun through the whole game. That'll be nice. But yeah, it's just a hoax. I was like, man, I'm getting scammed over here. Baby Driver comparisons. For this entry, I believe it's referring to the movie Baby Driver. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but I've seen this movie like multiple times, but like blindly. But what I mean blindly, I mean like blind. What I'm trying to say is I'm not really watching it because I'm doing something else. It's more like background for me. I'm not really watching a movie, but I've seen like good proportions to kind of generally know what's it about. So from what I do know is like the movie's premise is about a young pro driver, like a really young kid, works for some kind of underground crime boss, and then meets this pretty girl and hooks up with her. Did you get in trouble with like the crime boss in some kind of way? But I don't really see any real correlation with Resident Evil and the characters. Besides maybe the main character, Baby. Maybe because the way its face looks, it might look like kind of like the newer Leon for the new remakes. But that's pretty much about it. If you guys know anything else, let me know, because I think this might be way off. But if you guys let me know in the comments. Chris riding on playground machines. So in RE6, this counts for even Piers and Ada. But for Chris's sake, in one of the levels, there's like a playground set you could use. Like you can interact with it. And I guess Piers and Chris will ride it. I think, for I remember, the picture I have here, I didn't see this one, but I used the slide in one of the levels. Same thing for Ada, but that's about it. Zipper on Joe's battle suit. Some of the information I found on this was like not safe for work, so I'm gonna just cut that out. But in contrast, if you guys do look up with the information about this, like I don't really see anything wrong with the battle suit. So like, I don't know. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you know. But like, I don't see anything wrong with it. I didn't never see any revisions or any weird shit going on. So if there is anything weird, well, I mean, don't try to talk about it, because it's gonna be kind of weird. But yeah, if you know, you know. A little off the research, I did find a bunch of mods that people try to make like zipped up jumpsuits instead of, you know how Jill has her like a jumpsuit a little zipped down. But that's pretty about it. I don't see anything special. That's about it. Shadow Leggy. So this is a channel on YouTube called Shadow Leggy. What they will do is like animations with like, they'll do their own skits, but they'll play the music over it, like copyrighted music, but like small bits of it, and that's pretty bad. It's not really musicals, but like they'll play music and just kind of like lip sync with the characters. It's mainly like RE2 based, kind of like other Resident Evils, but mainly RE2 based. That's about it. Also, last note, they haven't been active in 4 years, so like they might be dead or doing something else. I don't know. If you look at the channel, it's like, dang, 4 years. 4 years doesn't seem too long for a dead channel, but I don't know. They might be doing something else. Who knows? Purple Herb Mandela Effect. I couldn't find anything on this, guys, like at all. Like not a reference, barely, just wiki stuff from Resident Evil Gaiden. That's it. I couldn't find anything on some like Reddit posts, discussion boards, nothing. So if you guys know anything, please put in the comments, because this one feels like I'm just looking at the wrong place, maybe, because like this feels so simple, but I don't find anything. So like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's it. Mendez alternative cutscene. So for RE4 for 2005, the original, once you reach the cutscene where you're in the Mendez chief house and you're like checking out the place, and then Mendez chokes you out, and then he kind of kicks her out to the door. You can go back into the same room, and he does it again, but Ada saves you. That's all this entry's talking about. Resident Evil Revelations typo. So basically, for some of the 3DS game cases, there is a misspelled word in there. It's the Revelations part. They spelled it wrong. And that's pretty about it. Actor deaths on set of live action films. From my research, I found 2 cases. They suck. It's just bad news. For one of the cases, Olivia Jackson, she was a stuntman for the movie Resident Evil: The Final Chapter. She was amputated during a motorcycle accident. And then for the other case, still in the same set of Resident Evil: The Final Chapter, during one of the scenes involving a Humvee, Ricardo Cornelius died on set because he was improperly secured to a Humvee, which resulted in him getting crushed. Yeah, that just fucking sucks. Luckily, Olivia Jackson survived. She lost an arm, but she's all good now. And a good note, I could add that she sued the producers, the movie producers, for Resident Evil, that shit fucking storm of a film. And she won the case. Like, fuck yeah, hopefully she got a fucking shit ton of money from that. Fucking I would. Fuck those motherfuckers. Those shitty ass fucking movies, I swear. And I don't know too much for Ricardo's case. Just rest in peace for him. There's not much information on him. Not a lot of pictures, articles. Just pretty much stated that he died from the accident. That's it. Rest in peace. Fake deathness of RE1 director's cut composer. I'm not gonna say names because I'm really bad at saying names, especially in Japanese. So this individual with the name here lied about having being deaf, and he hired a ghostwriter for over a decade. But it turns out the real producer for the music for director's cut of Resident Evil, the first one, the original, was actually this guy. That's pretty about it. Shooting the camera in classic RE titles. So for the original RE1 and 2 games, there's like some places where you can like shoot, like aim at your screen and shoot it, and you get like a little crackle, little effect. That's pretty about it. I'll show some pictures here how they look like. Leon's police car in Outbreak File 2. In Outbreak File 2, if you play as Kevin, or if you're like playing online mode and you're like the party leader, you can trigger an extended cutscene. This only applies if you get the van escape ending, which is not that hard to do. You just play the game normally and exit to the van. This is all spoiler territory, just letting you guys know. But after this point in this video, you should be like a die-hard Resident Evil fan. So some of these things can be like all glossed over, like, oh, I know this shit already, but like I shouldn't be explaining most of these things. Some people, like, not a lot of people play Outbreak or have played Outbreak if they play Resident Evil games. You know what I mean? But like, you never know. But yeah, the cutscene just adds a slight little like extended piece where you see like a car passing by on the road by the van, and people assume it's Leon, and suggesting like the timeline and what's going on, it's presumed to be Leon, and I think that too. Falling water in every game. So I think I've been misled on this one, because all I find is a guy on YouTube named Bagels Battles, and he did a video where he pretty much does like a challenge run where you're supposed to like do a bunch of Resident Evil games, touch water, and that's pretty much the whole premise. That's about it. That's all I could really find on this entry. RE2 takes place while Joe's unconscious. This one's kind of weird, guys, because the timeline and like the duration of fucking this shit happening, like when you hear it out loud, you're like, what the fuck? Wait, something's kind of weird here. I'm just tell you guys straight up. So we know that RE3, the original, we play, it's kind of like a prequel to RE2, kind of, because initially it starts as a prequel, and then Jill gets knocked out unconscious at the clock tower part, and then from that point it's like, what the fuck? 2 days have passed when she gets fucking reciprocated. She wakes up. 2 fucking days. Like, what the fuck? Oh, by the way, when she gets knocked out, this is when Leon and Claire start doing their thing. They start playing the game. But 2 fucking days? Like, what the fuck was going on? Shouldn't she be infected by a nemesis? I know it's a special case because nemesis is like nemesis, It's not a fucking zombie, but still carrying T-virus and all that good shit. But still, what the fuck? Another messed up idea I'm thinking about is Jill could have got killed and murked at the clock tower at any time. It just for some convenient reason, because of plot reasons, Nemesis doesn't discover her for 2 straight days. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? It don't make no sense. I don't know, I'm just kind of waffling now, but dude, that shit's like, what the fuck? Carlos must have took his sweet ass fucking time and saved his bullets or something, or had a fucking tea or something. Honestly, 2 days, like, I didn't know. I thought, to me, I thought it was just like roughly a couple hours, maybe like, you know, 3 hours at most, but 2 fucking days. Alright, I gotta stop, guys. That's it. Source of the pixelated photos in RE2 and RE3. The YouTuber Wang did a pretty good video on this. Pretty much telling you guys a bunch of like the references of all of the blurry photos we see in the games. So I'm gonna leave it to him. Nice, you guys made it. The 30 people that watch these Resident Evil videos, I appreciate you guys. I understand that no one watches these videos in particular. Only my Iceberg videos do, like the normal ones. But like I said, to people that the select people that watch these videos, I'm gonna try to finish the rest of these because these are pretty cool. I like these. Some of the shit that I go through, like, I don't even know anything about. Some of them are like, yeah, I already know. It's like some obscure shit that people are like, what the fuck? How do you know this shit? Because I'm a fucking OG, man. That's how I play this shit. But nah, for real though. Appreciate you guys for watching, and hopefully the next one will come out soon. See ya.